What if I told you that the feeling of safety you cherish is actually a cage? A comfortable cage? Sure, but a cage nonetheless. Your brain is designed to conserve energy. It craves familiarity, repetition, predictability. The moment something feels known, your brain labels it as safe. But there's a hidden cost to that safety. The more comfortable you become, the smaller your world gets. Your confidence weakens, your curiosity fades, and slowly, without realizing it, you stop growing. The scary part? Most people never notice the cage because it feels normal. So today, we're exposing 7 comfort zones you may be addicted to and how to break free before comfort quietly steals your potential. 1. The routine comfort zone. This is the cage of predictability. You wake up at the same time, eat the same breakfast, scroll the same apps, take the same route, talk to the same people. Every day becomes a copy of the last. And while routines can create stability, too much repetition slowly turns you into a non-playable character in your own life. Growth requires adaptation, and adaptation only happens when your brain experiences something unfamiliar. The longer you stay inside the same loop, the harder change becomes. Then the moment life forces uncertainty onto you, failure, heartbreak, loss, you panic because you've forgotten how to adjust. And the way out of this cage is surprisingly simple. You don't need to destroy your entire routine overnight. You just need to interrupt it often enough to remind your brain that comfort is not control. Take a different route home. Try food you normally avoid. Listen to music outside your taste. Talk to someone you'd usually ignore. Small acts of unpredictability slowly retrain your mind to stop depending on familiarity for safety. 2. The social comfort zone. This cage is built from the fear of judgment. You stay silent when you have something to say. You laugh at jokes you don't even find funny. You say yes when your entire body wants to say no. And over time, you become more connected to approval than to yourself. That's the real danger. You start shaping your personality around what keeps other people comfortable instead of what makes you authentic. And escaping this cage doesn't require becoming loud or confrontational. It starts with small moments of honesty. Politely correct someone when they get your order wrong. Say no without creating a dramatic excuse. Share your opinion even if your voice shakes a little. Because every time you choose authenticity over approval, you rebuild trust with yourself. 3. The professional comfort zone. This is the cage of good enough. Your job pays the bills. Maybe it's stable, maybe it's familiar. But deep down, you know you're capable of more. The problem usually isn't laziness. It's fear. Fear of starting over. Fear of looking inexperienced. Fear of being bad at something before becoming good at it. So instead of risking temporary discomfort, you choose permanent stagnation. But maybe the fear itself is trying to tell you something. Maybe that nervousness around a new opportunity isn't a warning sign. Maybe it's a roadmap. Because growth almost always hides behind incompetence at first. So instead of asking, what if I fail? Start asking, what skill can I start learning today? The moment you move from passive dreaming to active learning, your life starts changing direction. 4. The ideological comfort zone. This is the echo chamber. You only consume opinions that confirm what you already believe. You avoid perspectives that challenge you because validation feels good. But comfort and truth are not the same thing. If nobody can challenge your thinking becomes weak. Growth requires friction. Wisdom requires humility. And maybe the goal shouldn't be protecting your beliefs from challenge. Maybe the goal should be strengthening your mind enough to handle challenge without collapsing emotionally. Start listening to thoughtful people you disagree with. Not to argue, not to win, just to understand. Because a strong mind isn't one that's always right. It's one that's flexible enough to evolve when new understanding appears. If you're finding value in this so far, hit like and subscribe button because this channel is about building a stronger understanding about you. 5. The physical comfort zone. This is the cage of convenience. The elevator instead of the stairs. The couch instead of the walk. One more episode instead of sleep. Little by little, your body adapts to comfort. But when your body becomes weak, your mind often follows. Because physical challenge doesn't just build muscle, it builds discipline, resilience, and self-respect. And the biggest mistake people make is believing they need massive motivation to begin. You don't. You just need to make starting easier than avoiding it. Put on the gym clothes. Step outside for 2 minutes. Do one push-up. That tiny beginning matters more than you think. Because momentum creates motivation far more reliably than motivation creates momentum. 6. The creative expression comfort zone. This cage is filled with unfinished ideas. The videos you never posted. The art you never shared. The business you never started. The words you never said. You keep waiting until you feel ready, until it's perfect, until there's no chance of judgment. But perfectionism is often just fear wearing a smarter disguise. And by protecting your work from criticism, you also prevent it from growing. So maybe the goal shouldn't be creating something flawless. Maybe the goal is simply proving to yourself that vulnerability won't destroy you. Post the rough draft. Upload the imperfect video. Share the unfinished sketch. Because confidence isn't built before action. It's built by surviving the exposure you were afraid of. Number 7. The decision avoidance comfort zone. This is the cage of outsourcing your life. You let other people decide what's best for you. Your parents, your partner, society. You constantly ask, what do you think I should do? Because if someone else makes the decision, you avoid responsibility. But when you avoid choosing, you're still making a choice. You're choosing to hand over the steering wheel of your life. And the only way to rebuild control is to start trusting your own voice again. Not through huge, life-changing decisions at first, but through small, everyday choices. Choose the restaurant, pick the movie, state your preference without polling the room first. These tiny moments slowly rebuild something incredibly important: self-trust. And once you trust yourself, decisions stop feeling like threats and start feeling like freedom. The truth is, every one of these cages is built from the same material: fear disguised as comfort. But the discomfort you've been avoiding isn't the enemy. It's the signal, the compass, the doorway to growth. Because comfort may feel safe in the moment, but over time, it quietly steals your confidence, your potential, and your future. So here's my challenge to you. In the next 24 hours, do one small thing that scares you. One conversation, one action, one risk. Then come back to this video and drop a bird in the comments to signal your freedom and tell us what you did. Because your new life is waiting on the other side of your comfort zone. All you have to do is take the first step. If you think this helped you to understand more about yourself, then don't forget to hit like and subscribe to see more such videos.